I'm making a smaller desktop humidor, or even maybe a travel humidor. Holds about 10 cigars, and it's going to be maple with some walnut splines. And right now I'm just milling up some 8/4 maple, and I'm going to take this maple right here to 8/4, and I'm going to resaw it down to, I believe it was 7/8, I believe. And then I'm gonna mill it back down to right around 3/4, maybe a little less. Just running it through the planer a few times to get it down to those dimensions. And now I'm gonna square up the ends and cut them down to size. Take it over to the table saw, square up the other edge. Now I'm cutting the sides of the carcass, and I'm going to miter them at a 45-degree angle on my miter saw. And now I'm going to glue them up, create the box, the outside carcass, using little squeeze clamps there to secure the miters. And then I'm going to glue the top and the bottom on. And once that is on there securely, I'm going to flip it over so I can glue the other side on. And then once that is secured, I'm going to clamp it up. I'll let that dry overnight. And the next day I'll come back, take it over to the router table, and use my big flush trim bit to get all these top and bottom nice and flush with the rest of the box. And then use my little jig that I made a long time ago for splines. And this time I'm just doing regular straight splines, 1/4 inch, and I'll use pieces of walnut. And it made them a tight fit, so I sanded them down a little bit just so they'll still be nice and tight. And once that's glued, once the glue is dry, next after a few hours, came back, used my flush trim saw, cut them off, cut the excess off, I should say. Then get my sander and sand that flush. What I'm doing now is I'm using my shaper origin here. I'm going to put a Texas star on the top of it. And so I downloaded a file for the Texas star, and it's really hard to get some good shots of this. If I had somebody who could film for me or whatever, it'd be a lot easier. But as you can see, it's routing out the star right there. And then I also used the router to make these pieces that will go into the parts that I just routed out. And the bandsaw, I'm just using it to kind of cut these pieces out. And wasn't an exact fit. They were a little bit larger, so I'm using my disc sander here to get them down just to the right size where they just fit inside. It took many tries because I didn't want it to take off too much. I wanted it to fit tight in there so there wasn't really no space or gaps. And here I am gluing those pieces in. Once I get those pieces glued in, then I had to make some elongated pieces to go around the edge right there, as you can see. And once again, those were cut a little bit larger on the origin, and I just sanded them down. Well, I used my plane, small hand plane, to kind of get the majority of it off. And then used a little block sander to kind of get them just right. And they did sit a little proud above the top, which was okay. And I could just sand that down flush to the top. As you can see right here. And now it's time to cut the box off, which for some reason is the part that I hate the most because it just seems like I can never just get it just right. But once I cut it off, I took it over and used my hand plane to get it nice and even. Came out really good. And I had to really pay attention to the grain direction there so I didn't have a lot of tear out. Okay, now it's time to put the hinges in. And once again, using the shape of origin, because they have a catalog of the hardware. These are some Brusso hinges. Brusso 101, I believe, or 103, one of those. And since it's in their catalog, it'll, once you program it and place it where you want, it will cut the slots for the mortises for those hinges for you. And that's what I'm doing here. And using my centering drill bit to drill for the screws. And once I have that drilled, the Brusso hinges come with one steel screw that you can use to put a little wax on them and use it to basically cut the threads in there. So I just screw it all the way in, screw it out, and I do all 8 of them, and that way the other screws are a little softer metal, so you really don't want to screw those in and out many times or you'll strip them out. And now I'm putting the Spanish cedar on the inside of this humidor. About 1/8 of an inch on the inside top and on the inside bottom. And then I'll cut my pieces that go around the inside bottom around the edges. And I cut those at a 45-degree angle so they kind of just lock in place. And then I also put a 45-degree chamfer on the top so that the lid will seal up. And now I'm taking some Spanish cedar and I'm cutting some rabbets on the end. I'm gonna make a little small basket that goes in this. And I did this one differently too. Like I said, it's only gonna hold about 10 cigars. And I put the slats in the middle. So this way You could have 5 cigars on the bottom and then 5 cigars sitting on the top. Just trying something different. Wasn't no really rhyme or reason to it really. And here I am gluing it up. Didn't get any really good shots of this because for some reason it gave me all kinds of hell on this. Sometimes it's the simplest things that turn out to be so daggum hard. Or not necessarily hard, just gives you hard time. Now I'm just routing the around the edges of the humidor, top and bottom, just softening it up a little bit. Once I get that done, I'm gonna sand it down real good and then start applying the shellac. And I'll probably put about 5 or 6 coats of shellac on here. And once that was done, I marked 1 inch from the sides to put the rubber feet on there. And this one's pretty much done. Came out really nice with that Texas star. Really like it. That blue tape there, it was for another one. That's why I'm not going all the way down to. I use that blue tape on something else. I don't remember. I just didn't take it off. Just need to go down like 3/16 of an inch or so. But yeah, like I said, I really like how this one came out with the brusso hinges on there. Y'all, if anybody knows, y'all know those brusso hinges are like $50-$60 just for the little small ones. But if y'all wouldn't mind, like, subscribe, ring that bell for me. I really appreciate y'all checking it out.